Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today we only have one goal, applied energistics. I'm not sure if we can reach it today, but if we do, it's gonna be amazing. Yes, compressed iron. I made too many, right? I do that. I have just made the parts that we need in order to operate a pressure chamber, and what we are going to do today is not going to be something super amazing. We just want some transistors, and I will explain to you why. We need to make a decent supply of transistors in order to get into applied energistics. We need it in order to make the crafting terminal. We also need that in order to make the steel casing from mechanism, so that we would be able to unlock mechanism and make the metallurgic infuser, so that we get basic control circuits. And if you look at the recipe for the drive, we also need the advanced circuit, so we need, I don't know, maybe one stack or something. And therefore, as I have already mentioned, we're not going to go crazy. We just make the things that we want. That's not how you do that. Yes, that is how you do that. So this is the smallest pressure chamber that you would be able to make. We have input, output, as well as a very garbage valve so that we can apply pressure. I made a few air compressors. 5 was an overkill. We give them some coal and build up some pressure. 0.1 bar. Amazing. I think it's less than the atmosphere. By the way, we want to configure you to work with redstone. High signal? Yeah, if you guys remember last episode, we also got some fluid cows and we have 1000 buckets of oil. But we need to start making a refinery, and for that we're going to need a very special element. And that's literally the only way of getting it. There is a tungsten ore from magnetic craft and you have to put it inside the crusher. And there is a chance of getting it. Yes, manganese. On a very positive note, even though it's rare, you don't need that much. We just combine it with carbon, we get carbon manganese, and we just cook it with iron. That's it. That should give us 16 ingots. Yeah, and for the moment I think we just need like 8 of them. Why did I make 5? Yeah, let's make all of that. Who cares? I have made a few gizmos. The refinery in this version doesn't have a controller? Oh, it doesn't. So it's just like 4 blocks, like this? Interesting. What we want to get is some LPG. And no, this is going to be a horrible setup for a refinery, but I'm okay with that. I have also made some vortex tubes. We want to heat up the refinery. So you know, the red part has to be touching the refinery. A bit of heat sinks. Yes, 29 degrees. Awesome. Now it should heat up. Oh, and yeah, we need the oil. This is why I need applied energistics. I don't know what to do with the ingots and everything in my inventory. Because the only thing which is holding me back is the speed that I can craft items. So we give you oil, you give me LPG. This is a garbage refinery, I'm sorry. And if you're wondering why the hell is it not working, is that I removed the coal. So we need to convert the LPG, which is on the top, into plastic. So we're going to have some dire wire. And the reason that we have some dire wire is that the further you move away from the source of the pressure is going to be less. So here it's closer, up there it's going to be less pressure. It's funny that I call it dire wire and I learned pneumatic craft from Direwolf. I think we all did. There was no one else. But very good, we are getting a garbage amount of LPG, and I cannot stress hard enough on the garbage. We add more pressure, and then it's gonna explode. And I'll be happy. Just to clarify, we are going to optimize everything later on, but really later on, after I get my ME system. Although it doesn't really kill me if we insulate it a bit. That is a block, it's fine. Well, we have enough LPG for 1 bucket of plastic, and you also need heat, which I forgot, which means a bit more dire wire. Come on, give me plastic. You can do that. Yes, first bucket. Does the plastic maker also require heat? Why? Just out of extreme curiosity, if we remove the heat sinks, put some compressed iron blocks, yes, it does dissipate the heat. This way we should be able to add more heat sinks. You know, it's gonna be a bit more efficient. I do admit, not much. Probably a horrible idea, but we can have 2 more compressors. And maybe for the moment we deactivate the chamber. Every stupid thing that I have done seems to have been working, and we should be able to make some black plastic. I have given it the dyes. And yes, it's at 100 degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, our first black plastic. Lovely. And we're out of plastic. Awesome. It's fine, it's very slow, but it will work. I had to make some extra compressors for the pressure chamber itself, because we are not producing enough air pressure, but let us get our first transistor. It went in, and these are amazingly slow. We got a transistor? Yes, yes. We give you a redstone signal so that you would be able to pump it out. We can set a filter now. How do you set a filter? Oops. You need an actual filter now. Oh, it went in. Okay. Something exploded. Which is fine. It's because I wasn't crafting anything, it's fine. Nothing horrible happened. Yeah, everything seems to have been fixed. Let us start making our first batch of transistors. Are you going in? Yes, we have to put small amounts, otherwise there's not enough pressure. We did manage to get 1 stack and 17 transistors. That's a good number to get us started, obviously, otherwise in the long run we need millions. To avoid explosions, we're gonna disable you and the oil processing can run. But ladies and gentlemen, we can have our first machine casing. Steel casing. That should be a quest. Nah? And you need the metal. Whoa. It's not that bad. Don't you worry. I'm assuming here are. Wow, I can make a lot. We make it. Why is it called Kitchen Nightmare? Oh, it works with uranium. But in any case, our first metallurgic infuser, don't you worry, I'm going to make more. But at this very moment, we just want a few circuits. Maybe half a stack. You don't make a noise. Since we are getting into applied energistic, an enrichment chamber is not a very bad idea. I forgot it needs circuits. Yeah, I know. Everything that we do from now on is going to be a quest. I'm aware of that. Oh, placing it down is not a quest. I feel cheated. Okay, that takes care of the basic circuit, but now we have something more important, the processors. The problem is that in order to make the inscriber presses, you're going to need Certus Quartz Essence. However, last time that we were playing with this mod pack, we cheated a bit, because there is a multi-compressor which is from modular machineries, and it doesn't need the press. I'm not sure if this system is going to still work or not, but we need modular machines anyways, so let's make them. We need a bunch of modularium. We don't have a crazy supply of everything, but this should last for a while. Yes, modularium. To be honest with you, it's not a horrible recipe, and besides, it only needs 3 lasers, so we should be able to operate this. Let me try and craft everything. Here is the controller, 2 firebox casings, pressure chamber glass we already have, item input, item output, energy input, 3 of them, and that's basically it. Apart from the fact that we're going to need 3 lasers from mechanism. This is not that expensive. Oh, never mind, we need capacitors. This is horrifying. It's fine, there's nothing to panic. We knew it's going to be difficult. So, hi, we have a new problem. We need chorus fruit. That means we have to go to the end. Oh, and I really don't want to fight the dragon. We will see how it goes. Can I fly? Yes. It shall go well. Draconium! That's gonna make my life so much easier. So this is for the end island and we go north. There are slime chunks in the end. That is weird. I get the notification. I'm not really going to stop and show you because I hate flying over the void. Oh my goodness, we have arrived. What is that? So much resonant ender. But we have what we need. We should be able to go home. Also, maybe we take the flower too? Oh, we have this stupid bug. I don't have my experience. You have to refresh it. I think the crisis itself has been averted. What we need is a few capacitors and a new alloy. And of course the new cyan plastic, which I'm making it already. And the microchip is just easy peasy. Yeah, we're good. We even have half a stack of you. Perfect. And if I have not messed up anything, that should give us the new capacitor. Yes, melodic. Lovely. That's not the one. Ladies and gentlemen, very soon we are going to have our first batch of capacitors. We're just waiting for air pressure. Any second. Yes, I did not set up a filter, so I'm sorry. Oh, you can't take it out. We remove the filter, we activate you. Oh, and by the way, I have assembled our machine. We're just waiting for the lasers. It's not a very difficult thing to assemble. You just come here and see layer by layer. Oh, you have to right click, not left. That explains. I really want to start upgrading the machines from mechanism, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Now that we have the items, let us make sure that we are not going to waste resources. We're going to need 3 lasers. That means we're going to need 9 reinforced alloy. We also need a little bit of this enriched alloy in order to make the energy tablets. That's a total of 12? I think I'm losing my brain. I had the steel casings. I made 3 extra machine frames. So, these are the reinforced alloys. We need 7 more enriched. I don't want to waste the capacitors because you need the capacitors in order to make a 4K ME storage cell. But for the moment, we shall have 2 lasers. Here is the final laser. Oh, I forgot about that again. It's fine. We have the lasers. We don't care. Come on. Yes. I'm going to steal 1 capacitor bank from here and we're just going to place it down like so. We have power. Why does it say that it's empty? I don't really know, but let us give it a try. Let us make some processors and see if it works. Here is some gold. Do something. Nah, the energy is going somewhere. Do you have any idea why it's not working? I think I have one. We needed the atomic alloy because what we need to do is to make some reactor frame, convert it into glass, and convert it into the focus matrix. I think that has to go on top. Why do you even have a charge? It broke my capacitor. It's fine. We let them empty. And yes, making a range from mechanism would have been nice. The problem is that you need more alloys, you need more capacitors, and I can't afford them. But let us see if it works. Maybe it has to be 1 block higher? Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit confused and I'm not sure what happened. We have our processor, but I upgraded the energy hatches so that they would be able to accept more power, and I'm not even sure if you need the lasers. Maybe it was a different machine and I'm just confused. But you give it gold, and you should get circuits very fast. Yeah, incredibly fast. You don't need lasers then. Maybe, but at least the rest of the job should be normal applied energistics. I don't see any other problems. After crafting and crafting and crafting for a very long time, now we come to the actual applied energistics. We have our inscribers, you know, just with hoppers, it doesn't really matter. And what we want to try and do is to get 2 drives. This is my final capacitor. I'm sad. But here are 2 drives. None of the quests are going to count, because something that I have done is that I have not made the presses, so none of these are going to count. Well, I guess some of them do. Okay, here is our ME terminal, and yes, finally, the crafting terminal. Holy, oh, now they're counting everything. Lovely. Oh, and by the way, the only thing which was a bit annoying, it was the energy acceptor. You need iridium plates. You do get more iridium easily, it's just makes it harder on your inventory management. But we shall have a few storage cells, which is perfectly fine. We have so many Certus quartz, don't you worry. We should be able to convert one of them into a 4K. Yeah, I'm out of capacitors. Okay. And I'm hoping the housing is not expensive. Lovely. So for now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the energy acceptor, my stupid drives, cable and the terminal. And we just connect them. Do I have storage? Oh, no, of course not. I haven't made them yet. Oh my goodness. We just need a bit more. Just a bit. Here is our 4K and here is the 1K. And now we should have storage. Lovely. I can finally get rid of the chests. It's not gonna accept a huge amount of items. We need more 1Ks. I have started importing the items into our system. It does work. And yes, it's a weird way. I know. Since we are not going to have a controller for the foreseeable future and we are limited to 8 channels, we have to make better storage. You know, 1Ks are not the worst, but we need 64K. Maybe not 64Ks. 16? We stick with 4. Yeah, okay, if we make 1 stack more of transistors, maybe we would be fine. This is going to make our lives so organized because I keep crafting everything and then I put them in different chests and then I can't find them. You see? All of these have garbage. Capacitors! Thank you! I wasted so many storage cells. It's fine. We need transistors to make more drives. And I don't think we have any. No. But I also have to keep organizing our ME system. For example, we don't need these alchemical waste. It's just taking storage. There is bound to be loot bags. Yeah. And you get the gist. I have to clean it up. A bit. You have no idea how happy I am. And I just realized something incredibly awesome. There is a goggles of revealing. Yeah, purple would have been nicer. It's fine. Today is a beautiful day. Nothing can ruin it for us. We use the engineer one. Also, this machine that we have just made is essentially a compressor. So I can make one of my favorite chest plates. Yes, titanium. I like this one. It looks amazing. Now that one of our biggest problems has been solved, I was thinking what we should do next. We need to prioritize, guys. We need to do a lot of stuff. One of the things that we have to do as soon as possible is to automate sieving, but I'm assuming that can wait because my sieves are great. I also had to do a bit of modification so that it will have a buffer and I can sift faster. And if that works, we are going to use our limited resources in order to automate oil. Yeah, extract from the hopper. I don't care. Yeah, this is fine. It has a nice buffer. Let us give it a very small test. Because one of my main problems was that this ender chest would get full and then I had to wait for it to be empty and that's a waste of time. This seems to work. Yeah, I don't see that many items left on the ground. We seem to be fine. Okay, if that is the case, auto sieving can wait. I have 7,000 electrotin. Awesome. Anywho, let me gather some resources because we're extremely short on everything and I'll be right back. I am making more alloys, I'm making capacitor, I'm making even more alloys and that could take a few hours until we replenish our resources. And in the meantime, we have to stay productive, so I was thinking maybe we get into blood magic. This is something that we have to do anyways, and yes, we also have to do astral sorcery because without the crystal cluster from blood magic, you can't have an ME controller. But we do blood magic for the moment because I can use it for a few automations. As usual, what we are going to need is a few rudimentary snares. And yes, the recipe has been changed, as always. Hello, boys. Did I turn off my particles again? Yeah, I did. Dude, finally. That stupid guy ate all of my rudimentary snares, but we should be able to make the altar, like so. The quest didn't count. That's always bad. What the heck is a searing crystal? I have to research fire. Okay, fine. We shall research fire. That is ignis. Thank you. Here is your searing crystal. Thank you. That's why you need the searing crystal. Believe me when I say that until tier 4, I don't really need the book. I don't know why we have to do that. And I have been hoping to find coagulated blood in the nether because I was lazy to craft it and apparently we can't find an island. Oh, there's one here. Lovely. Where's the blood? It's fine. I'll donate. A bit. 2 millibuckets. But I do believe you used to work with rotten flesh. Yes, you do. Lovely. Totally unnecessary, but we have blood. Now we need to wait for it to dry up. Oh, just 1%. I'll be back. I just figured out this is not even the book that I wanted. This is just the guide. Why you no work? Oh, that's the wrong crystal. So do you count now? Thank you, thank you. Yes, everybody's fine. It's just that I realized in order to make a weak blood orb, we're going to need the Lordic Runestone of Fire. So let me do some research, I guess. Do I have it now? No. Oh my goodness. That's not great. Where did he spawn? Oh, okay, I didn't know. If I have not messed up anything, what we're going to need is a few of these scorching crystals. We make a beautiful simple rune, which does require the transform research. Amazing. How was this? We had to translocate something somewhere. Okay, so I have been busy crafting a bunch of stuff. I have upgraded our forges and also the crafting table. It's a bit funny because in order to upgrade the crafting table, you need another crafting table. Which for a second I was actually very worried because you need carbonite and I didn't have it. Thankfully there was a recipe and thankfully I picked it up. But let us give this guy a try, if I remember things correctly. I believe you needed to have a stone, then you link it to the translocation matrix, and then you flick the lever. That was it. Oh, it gives you Lordic stone. Do you always do that from the same location? Ah, I really needed that. For the moment, it's not very important. We have the Lordic stone, we have this simple rune, so that should give us the Lordic rune. Then we need to convert it into utility. We convert our previous workbench into the staff crafter, and voila, the runestone crafter. And hopefully this is the correct one. Lordic Runestone of Fire. Oh, I also need blood. I forgot. Oh, Solium is not bad. Don't you worry. Well, the Solium ingots are not that horrifying considering the fact that we have access to the end. Because we do need some neutral steel. Hello. This is why we need to get into a bit of mystical agriculture. And you have no idea how happy I am that we already started doing Botania. Because in order to make the infusion crystal, you need a Mano Diamond. So Prudentium, yeah, we can craft it. Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, the sacrificial dagger. Oh, why don't I have any health? Weird. Okay. Just needed an update. That is 5,000. So you just go on top. Lovely. The first orb. And we should be able to also make the incense altar. You're not bound to me. Don't consume the orb. Thank you. This way we would be able to get a bit of boost. So now we need to start making some slates, and for that we need imbued inscription tiles, which is not a horrifying recipe. I have been making some live root. Yes, we have a decent number. Oh, that is actually pretty decent. Each one gives you like 4. We also have skystone. For a tier 2 altar, we just need 8. Do I have soulfray? Ooh, I didn't pay attention to that. I am very sorry. You need 8 ruins, so you need 16 slates. That was a slight miscalculation. So, tier 2 altar. Also, as long as you're not at full health, the hearts are not functioning properly. No, it's fine. I don't know why. You don't even get enough blood. If I'm not wrong, there should be a saturation totem. Oh yeah, there is. We take you. This way I don't really have to eat. I can just have golden apples. I don't feel very saturated. But that's actually really bad. It's fine, don't you worry. We're gonna survive this. Can we make a tier 2 blood orb? 5,000. We have more than 5,000, so please give me my orb. Thank you. Okay, so regarding the totems, I just learned something. The effects that they have actually stacks. I made a regeneration totem, and by made I meant bought. We're going to buy 2 more, and if I'm not wrong, that's going to give us regen 3. I didn't know they stack. Yeah, you see, we have regeneration 1 out of 3. Now it's 2, and now it's 3. We do regen incredibly fast. Regen 3. All the time. Yeah, who needs golden apples? I didn't have to trash them. That was stupid. I think I can do the same with saturation. Obviously, with flight, it doesn't really make sense. Yes. This is a decent saturation. So ladies and gentlemen, while we are trying to make a tier 3 altar, I made myself a sentient sword. It has all the upgrades except sharpness, because I kind of forgot to do that, but you might notice that we have strength 3. That is for the totems. It can be increased to 5. The problem is that I'm out of RAKs. I mean, that's all I have. 4 of them. Also, the Hellfire Forge itself is incredibly cheap. All you need is condensed flame, which is easy peasy. But for the moment, we just want to upgrade our Tartaric gem. Not like that. Like so. What was the difference? And also, how the hell do we get sharpness? Okay. Sharpness 5. Yeah, now it does 10.5 damage. It's not much, but we do have strength. Well, I can one-shot almost everyone. The hell is that? That scared me. I have a feeling that this is a tier 3 blood altar. Well, if we don't torch it up, it's not going to be. Ever. As a quest reward, they gave us a divination sigil. That should tell us if it's a tier 3 or not. Are you? You're a tier 2? How the hell did I mess it up? I haven't messed it up. Should the glowstone be higher? No. I know that there is no way in this universe that you're going to need a rune over here, but I'll put it. Are we good? No? Oh, you need to have a solid block. Okay. That makes sense. Now it's tier 3. That means very soon we should be able to make our first imbued slate. and I'm going to use it in order to upgrade one of the Tartaric gems. And this is what I wanted, the common Tartaric gem. So the thing is, last episode I used the lasers from Actually Additions in order to do item logistics and some auto crafting, and I didn't like it. However, the same option is available from Blood Magic as well as Botania, but this one is easier. And in order to make the master routing node, you need the imbued slate. We needed to do Blood Magic anyways, and these nodes are also going to be an added bonus. Also, Blood Magic has very nice blocks, we can use some of them now. Just before we wrap up today's episode, I was thinking maybe we try to get the tier 3 blood orb as well, so that in between the episodes, I can do some building. The problem is that it does require 25,000 LP and our capacity is 10,000. Not the best. I have added some runes of self-sacrifice, and hopefully we can also have a few runes of capacity. I should have made runes of speed, this is garbage. Well, for the moment we can have 2 runes of capacity. That should bring us up to 14,000, okay. We have 3 more, that should bring us up to 20. Yes, 20 is good, because I just have to do the stabbing one more time. Yep, and we have runes of sacrifice. Come on, you can do this. Lovely, the magician's blood orb. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.